In response to your repeated inquiries, the state has allocated the enclosed funds for your library project.
Woohoo!
Good for you, Andy.
Hey, thanks, guys.
It only took 6 years.
When I come back, this is all gone, all right?
No worries, dude. Thanks.
Andy, do you hear that?
Nope. I think someone's singing. Did Red smuggle an opera singer in here? What's he doing? What's going on? Oh, it's the intercom system. Oh. Hey, everybody, you want to hear some music? I never considered that they might not have access to music.
Andy, let me out.
Wait till the music's done, dude.
I tell you, those voices soared. And for the briefest of moments, every last man at Shawshank felt free.
He's going in the hole.
Andy got 2 weeks in the hole for that little stunt.
You couldn't play something good, huh? Hank Williams?
I played a mean harmonica as a younger man.
Ooh. You should smuggle one in. Of course, that would be taken straight away.
There's something inside they can't touch.
What are you talking about?
Hope.
Ooh, hope can be a dangerous thing.
Let me tell you something, my friend.
Oh, he's going to give a speech about hope.
Hope is a dangerous thing.
Here's what I said.
Hope can drive a man insane.
They give you hope and they snatch it away. Like every time he's rejected for parole. Oh, speaking of. Hey, dudes. Wanna stop me doing it? I'll do it.
Absolutely rehabilitated.
He's not even saying it with conviction anymore.
Little parole rejection present.
Hey, where'd you get that?
Go ahead and open it.
Oh, is it a harmonica? You can't play it though. They'll grab it. Straight away.
Thank you.
Put it in a book. What are we doing? Tossing the cells again? Gonna get his harmonica taken from him? Ooh, new girl. Hey, it's Marilyn. I like the way that the guards or the warden don't clamp down on them getting anything, you know? Like, clearly they're getting stuff, but they're not really clamping down on how it's getting in. Because they know it keeps the relative peace in the... You know? They're not being complete dicks about it.
Appropriations Committee voted an annual payment of $500.
Ooh,
Just to shut him up.
an annual payment.
And
Good.
you'd be complete with a fine selection of Hank Williams.
I need this new highway contract. I don't get it, and I go under. Just have some of this fine pie my missus made,
it's pie.
especially for you.
Well, you've got lots of money. Oh. I was going to say lots of money in one hand and a pie in the other. But he put money in the pie.
Ed, I wouldn't worry too much about this contract.
And behind every shady deal, there was Andy, keeping the books.
Hey, do you want some pie, Andy? Ooh, safe. He's like, are you looking? 3, 22, 11. What's he gonna do? Steal it and do what? Just keep it in his cell?
Want the rest of this?
Thank you, sir.
Gets a piece of the pie. Not of the money, but
He's got his fingers in a lot of pies from what I hear.
2 years and a half.
good line, good line.
You get a river of dirty money running through this place.
Can we do something with it?
By the time Norton retires, I'll have made him a millionaire.
All that paper leaves a trail. It's gonna lead to somebody.
I'm sure it is, but not to me.
Go on.
Randall Stevens. He's the guilty one, Your Honor. The man with
Did-
the bank accounts.
Does he exist?
But who is he?
He's a phantom, an apparition.
Doesn't exist. Like a dummy
He
person
doesn't exist.
to point all that paper trail at?
On the outside, I was an honest man, straight as an arrow. I had to come to prison to be a crook.
Some good lines in this movie. This sounds upbeat. Ooh, it's this guy from Ally McBeal.
Mr. Rock and Roll. Cocky as hell. We
He's
liked
trouble.
him immediately.
He's the opposite of Andy.
Sounds like you've done time all over New England.
Yeah, I've been in and out since I was 13.
Perhaps it's time you tried a new profession.
Why do you keep getting caught, dude?
What I mean is, you don't seem to be a very good thief. Maybe you should try something else.
Whatever it was, Something lit a fire under that boy's ass.
Hey.
Just thinking maybe trying for my high school equivalency.
Oh, is he gonna get an education from Andy?
Because if we do this, we do it all the way.
Maybe he's not such a bad guy. I was just wary because he had so much swag and energy.
So Andy took Tommy under his wing. By
Ooh, look at this
1966,
one.
right, it was lovely Raquel.
Raquel Welch? Is that her name? How'd you do?
Wasted a whole fucking year of my time with this bullshit.
Uh-oh.
It's probably not as bad as you think.
Down.
Oh, no!
2 points right there. There's your goddamn score.
Take it out. See if he's overreacting. I can see that. You put in a lot of work and then you think you've done pretty badly. You can get frustrated.
Let him down. What's he in here for anyway?
Caught his wife in bed with some golf pro. Greased them both.
If he didn't do it, he might have done it. You know what I mean? Under different circumstances.
What?
I was in Thomaston on a 2 to 3 stretch.
What's this?
Get a new cellmate in. Thing he never shut up. Places he been, jobs he pulled, women he
Ooh, I see where this is going.
So he killed him. Him and this tasty bitch he was with.
Yeah. Yep.
Some hotshot banker. And he's the one they pinned it on.
Yeah. And now everybody knows that Andy is innocent, and even Andy himself, who was probably too drunk to remember if he did or not.
I have to say, that's the most amazing story I ever heard.
Oh, can you get me out, Warden? He's not gonna.
What amazes me most is you were taken in by it. Not surprised.
We need you, Andy. Taking care of all our money. You're making me millions. You're staying here.
It's a chance, isn't it? How can you be so obtuse?
What did you call me? That's not a word in the Bible.
What did you call me?
Obtuse?
2 months in the hole.
Sir, if I were to ever get out, I would never mention what goes on in here. I'd be just
Oh,
as
shit.
indictable as
No.
you for laundering that money.
A month in the hole.
Well, the warden is the bad guy.
Longest damn
For
stretch I ever
sure.
heard of.
I didn't trust the warden. I didn't think he was going to send the letters.
Board of Education.
Son of a bitch mailed it.
Ooh, dude.
Did.
Did you pass?
Nope.
Let's have a
Come
look.
on, will you throw that away, please?
Well.
Well, shit.
The kid passed. C+ average. Thought
Hey,
you'd like to know.
you did some good. Even though the warden is a dick and you're stuck here?
Warden wants to talk.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like
That's
this.
what the man said.
Just do whatever the warden says, go along with it, dude. Don't just be cool. You got your whole life ahead of you. Get out of here.
If I'm going to move on this, there can't be the least little shred of doubt.
Uh-oh.
I have to know if what you told Dufresne was the truth.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Absolutely.
Don't do it.
Before all my
He's dead. He's gonna get killed.
That's what I thought.
He's gonna give it a little nod. It's like a little hope, you know? You get the guy, you get him a C+ average, then you take it away.
By now you've heard.
It's a tragic thing. He ran into some bullets.
Young. We just have to put it behind us.
I'm done. Everything stops.
Nothing stops.
Hey, you're making me money. You're making me millions. You don't stop, or you get the bullets.
Well, you will do the hardest time there is. We'll have us a little book barbecue in the yard.
And Red, we'll kill him. William Sadler, we'll just hang him from the post.
Understand me?
Do you understand?
Catch my drift? Or am I being obtuse?
Oh, we used your word. He looked it up. He's got 2 books, the Bible and a dictionary now. Because he was like, what did that little shit call me?
Give him another month to think about it.
Hey, dude. You were supposed to be not evil, but you were. How you feeling?
My wife used to say I'm a hard man to know. God, I loved her. I just didn't know how to show it, that's all.
Feel bad about it if you want to, but you didn't pull the trigger.
No, I didn't. Somebody else did. And I wound up in here.
Yeah, 20 years.
Bad luck, I guess. I just didn't expect that the storm would last as long as it has. You think you'll ever get out of here?
One day, when I got a long white beard and...
Tell you where I'd go. Ziwatan Hill.
Where?
So,
Ziwatan Hill. Little place on the Pacific Ocean. Buy some worthless old boat and...
This is a good dream.
say what to nail.
I have no idea what word they're saying. The place name?
A place like that, I could use a Man that knows how to get things.
Couldn't spell it if you paid.
I've been in here most of my life.
Always been institutionalized, like
I'm an institutional man now.
like Brooks.
Like Brooks was.
Whatever mistakes I made, I paid for them and then some. That hotel, that boat, I don't think that's too much to ask.
I don't think you ought to be doing this to yourself, Andy. I mean, Mexico is way the hell down there, and you're in here, and that's the way it is.
Talking about hope again?
Yeah, right. It's down there and I'm in here. I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really.
He's angry.
Get busy living, or get busy dying.
Ooh, I've heard that.
If you ever get out of here, do me a favor. If you ever get out, find that spot.
Okay,
Base of
boxing.
that wall, you'll find a rock that has no earthly business in a main hayfield. There's something buried under it I want you to have.
What's buried under there?
Okay, it's a mystery. Red gonna get out? You gonna see that?
I'm really worried about him.
Oh, Lord.
What?
He asked me for a length of rope. And you gave it to him.
Dude.
How was I supposed to know? And he'd never do that.
And he's too angry to do that. Ooh. What did I say? 3:11? I said something. 23. All these gold bars are in here. You obtuse piece of shit.
And shine my shoes. I want them looking like mirrors.
Can't be done, dude. Can we do something about the warden? Hit him with the rope, Andy? Pretty good. I want to see my face in them. Well, you can see your cold, dark heart in them, warden. Is that good enough? Where's the rope? Andy, you coming out?
Get your ass out here, boy. You're holding up the show.
Nope.
Don't make me come down there.
I think you're gonna have to go down there, dude. Oop, is he gone?
What do you mean he just wasn't here?
Oh, Houdini.
Don't say that to me.
Last night's camp.
Mm-hmm. You see Dufresne's name there?
Uh,
I sure. Dufresne.
Who? I never met a Dufresne. This cell's always been empty.
I want him found. Now!
Yes, sir.
Red, do you know where he went?
Stand.
Well,
Well, what?
I see you two all the time. You're thick as thieves, you are. He must have said something.
He said get busy living. He said you were a dick.
Man up and vanished like a fart in the wind. This is a conspiracy. One big damn conspiracy. Including her.
Ooh. Oh, it's a hole. Take down the poster, dude. It's an escape tunnel.
Andy Dufresne escaped from Shawshank prison.
He was at the cell at the very end of that row, right?
All they found of him was a muddy set of prison clothes and an old rock hammer.
I told you that wall was very...
I remember thinking it would take a man 600 years to tunnel through the wall. Well, Andy did it in less than 20.
Yeah, remember this part? Like, if he was in any other of the cells, he would have just gone to the next guy's cell. Hello.
Like I said, in prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied. And his favorite hobby was toting his wall out into the exercise yard. A handful.
Just about finished, sir.
Oh, what's he... Oh, he's switching it. These are the ones.
How often do you really look at a man's shoes?
He took the shoes. That's ballsy, though. If you're planning on escaping, you'd want to be as inconspicuous as possible, right? Oh shit! Oh, I'm claustrophobic. I wouldn't do this. Ooh, pipes. Well, I wonder if he waited for like a stormy day, like so that they wouldn't hear him escape. Oh no! Whatever he's doing here. Oh.
Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of shit-smelling foul.
Oh, no, skip this. Go back to where I was claustrophobic, please.
500 yards.
Freedom, dude. Screw that warden. Hell yeah.
A man nobody ever laid eyes on before.
Oh.
Strolled into the Maine National Bank.
Oh, it's the dude
on paper.
that he set up, the imaginary dude. He's been funneling money.
And the signature was a spot-on match.
I would like $1 million.
I must
please.
say, I'm sorry to be losing your business.
Would there be anything else?
Get out of my life. See you. Don't give it to her. She'll just drive away with it. Have you never seen?
Good morning, Portland Daily Bugle.
Ooh, he's exposed him. Anonymous tips. You're going down, dude. I hope you've got an escape tunnel behind your safe. Oh, do it, do it, do it. He did it. This movie is very clever. Everything they've set up, they're paid off. This is satisfying. But what about Red? Does he get out? Oh, he's the type. He's the type. He'll take his chances with God. No.
Andy Dufresne, who crawled through a river of shit and came out clean on the other side. Sometimes it makes me sad, though. Andy being gone.
You gotta go to Buxton, dude. You gotta go to the weird wall with the tree. I forgot. Run for it, dude. Run for it.
My friend.
I'll be back in a few years. See ya. You gotta let him go, dude. Does he want to do his speech again?
Please sit down.
Oh, I know that guy.
You feel you've been rehabilitated?
You know, I don't have any idea what that means.
Maddox.
Well, it means you're ready to rejoin society.
I know what you think it means, Sonny.
He's gone off script.
Rehabilitated. It's just a bullshit word. So you go on and stamp your form, Sonny, and stop wasting my time. Truth.
He's taking a different...
I don't give a shit.
Different approach. What do you think? Oh, we got out! At least that guy got a gun. Welcome to the real world, Red. Stop resisting! She get out too? Oh! They gave him the same one that Brooks was in?
No way I'm gonna make it on the outside.
You gotta go to the place. This is the funniest looking car I've ever seen in my life. Are there any trees around here? No? Okay. I'm looking for a wall. This looks small enough. Okay, I was envisioning a town, but this looks like 3 or 4 houses. Oh, wall! And a tree! Wonder how many of these he's come across. Something's buried here, right? The body of Rita Hayworth? I didn't kill my wife, but I did kill that famous actress. That's the one. Did he come here after he got out and leave it? Is that? Oh, money. Must be $1,000 here. Looking over his shoulder like somebody's gonna take it. Still have those instincts.
Dear Red, and if you've come this far, maybe you're willing to come a little further.
Oh, go to the Pacific.
You remember the name of the town, don't you?
Oh, yeah, the one you can't pronounce.
Sewataneo.
Hope is a good thing. Maybe the best of things. Your friend, Andy.
Jeez, this is sure is an upbeat way to end a movie, isn't it?
I hope I can make it across the border. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it has been in my dreams.
Oh shit, that's blue. Oh. So I brought the cops. I ratted you out to get out of jail, and here they are. Woo, woo, woo. This is the most satisfying ending to a movie I think I've ever seen. Ooh, Alice Boyd Redding. That's why he's called Red. This movie is going to put me in a good mood for the rest of the day. I'll tell you that. I can see why this movie is rated so highly, because it just leaves you with that feeling of hell yeah, fuck yeah, screw you, Warden. Yeah, you could feel the moment where Andy's just like, he's he makes up his mind. He's like, I'm just getting out of here. The get busy living or get busy dying moment, which I'd heard before. Must be like the tagline of the movie or something. And there was nothing supernatural about this. You know, there's no monsters or anything. Like, I watched The Mist a while back. And this was just played straight. Yeah, a really powerful movie. Because you're with him in it from day one, you know? He's going through all sorts of shit. Those guys are trying to rape him for, like, that goes on for 2 years. And then he's slowly working his way up. He's doing a favor for the main guard, and then he does favors for all the other guards, and then moves up to the warden, and he's doing stuff for the warden, and he's making the warden lots of money. And at that point, the warden's like, I'm keeping this guy around as long as I can. And then the other inmate comes in with the story. He's like, oh, hey, you're the banker dude. Yeah. Guy I was with in another place. He said he killed your wife and lover. Oh, that scene with him and the warden, you know, when the warden's like, when he brings him out late at night, you're like, oh shit. He had no hope. He had no... And just after he spent all that time studying, you know, learning his ABCs, and they just take him out. You know, for what? Like, I don't know. I guess he would have taught, like, he was going to get out in a year, you know, and then he might have blabbed, and the warden's whole empire would have crumbled, probably. He's going to... Yeah, I can see why. I can see why they shot him. Still sucks, though. They digging through the wall? Yeah. Want to see blueprints. How it worked. He didn't go over and then down because he didn't need the rope to climb down. So it must have been like a diagonal or something. Or maybe around and... Don't think about it. And it must have been very tempting to... The second you get through to where all those pipes are, to just go right then. To be like, this is my chance. But then he waited for the storm. He's like, there's going to be a storm. There's going to be lightning. There's going to be thunder. God, you'd be waiting for ages. In Ireland? Like, I think there's been one day that I've been recording where there was lightning and thunder loud enough for me to escape. And I have it on. I have it on film. But yeah, you'd want to be ready to get up and go, you know? Maybe he's smart. He probably figured it out. He was probably like, yeah, tomorrow night, that's it. The moment where the warden's staring, he throws the rock through the poster, staring into the hole. I think that's the most satisfying. Actually, the most satisfying part of the movie is probably Andy when he gets out of the sewer pipe, because Morgan Freeman's narrating is great throughout the movie, and then he's stripping off his clothes and he's just like, you know, doing the I'm free pose. That's like the zenith, the high point. Yeah, but for me, like, the whole ending just kept getting... It was just Red getting out, and then Red going on the little mystery to find what's under the tree, and then go and find him on the beach. It just kept getting... Just kind of adding layers of contentment and happiness. So you get that triumph moment, and then you get the happy ending. And it didn't feel cheesy. It felt really well earned, actually. Because it wasn't... You didn't go and, you know... Andy wasn't hanging out in a mansion with loads of women around him and smoking cigars. He's just by a boat, you know, just enjoying something really simple. And Red can come along, and Red's not looking for any crazy life, you know. He's just looking for somewhere to retire to, you know, where he can feel safe. Yeah. I'm laughing at the judge at the start, who's like, just looking at you makes me angry. Way to be impartial. I guess Andy could have done a better job defending himself, but he has... it's not stated explicitly in the movie, except for when he's talking about his relationship with his wife. He has some issues when it comes to interpersonal sort of connections, you know? He's a bit more reserved. He's not gonna shout at you. He's not gonna exclaim joy at you, you know? As I said, when the hyperactive dude comes in halfway through the movie, like total opposite to the way Andy is feeling, you know, his personality. So you can see that it would take time. I don't know. He had a bad lawyer. That's for sure. Because sure, he had motive. Sure, he was in the area. But they have no witnesses of him at the scene. They have no murder weapon. So it's kind of flimsy. Although if I was on the jury, I'd probably be like, he did it right. I mean, who else did it? Because even after we know he's innocent, or we suspect he's innocent, we're like, well, who else would have done it? It seems highly coincidental that somebody else just happened to kill them that particular night, even though that's what happened. So I get why the jury would decide that, but maybe he should have got O.J. Simpson's lawyer, you know? Get him to try on some gloves or something. It might be a little like the O.J. Simpson trial, actually, now that I think about it. And weren't those around the same time? This movie, 94, and... Well, hang on a second. Wait a second now. Just wait, you wait a second. June 12th, 1994 was the O.J. Simpson murders. And this was released September 19, just slightly after it. Okay. Anyway, yeah, he should have got O.J. Simpson lawyer. And it was a long movie, 2.5 hours, but it just kind of flew by. I thought I'd be taking breaks in the middle, you know, go get something to eat, but it's over. I've been sitting here for 3 hours. And it didn't drag. There was no moments where I'm like, you know, what's going on? I like Brooks with the bird. At the start, I thought Brooks was crazy. He's like, are you eating that? Ooh. But no, he's getting a little bird. And then his story was probably the saddest story, because he spent all his life in prison and he just didn't want to go. They were like, hey, you got released. And he's like, please don't make me go out there. And he just couldn't handle it out there. And he was too good a soul to do anything to get himself put back in. It's a shame. He should have got Andy to teach him all the money stuff so that he would be irreplaceable to the warden, and the warden would have kept him. You know? That's how you do that. Yeah, that's a good movie. I enjoyed watching that. Thank you for watching my reaction to The Shawshank Redemption. I'll be back for more movies and TV shows. So stick around. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.